My actions, my actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable. And for that, we are both deeply sorry. The NFL has taken action, and I fully respect the punishment. We take full responsibility, my son and myself, and we will not be appealing the fine in any way. Going forward, I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we are better than this. Again, I'm deeply sorry for our actions.
Questions?
Dang, Ashley, you.
First of all,
Yep. So there you have it. So I'm starting with you, Ronnie. Do you feel like the punishment was enough, or do you believe that he deserved
He
more
deserved
punishment, more than
he
100?
he deserved more punishment. Him and his son, actually, because remember you were playing with somebody's livelihood, somebody's dreams, somebody's goals. That's what. Remember, now that you had the whole world. When I mean the whole world, I mean the United States was watching, and they made him pretty much made him pretty much look like a fool. He was in front of his girl, family, friends. To me, this is not enough. They need to do more than that. I don't know if the coach should be fired because he was not the one that did the praying. However, it is his son. So, like they say, if a family member does something wrong and you connected to that family member to someone to be held accountable for, but the thing is, allegedly when I was reading, they say he actually gave the son the number, leaked it. So it's not enough. Hakeem and Jordan, he deserves more. I'm sorry, it's not enough. If it's real, but I still think this is staged. That's just my personal opinion. But if this is real, he need to be held accountable heavily, heavily. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts?
Um, I'm a I'm gonna agree with you, but then I also say that I think the damage is done. I want you to look at it from this optics.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation damage. That's it. Nobody can't trust you. 350K, 250 from the organization, 100K from you personally. The Atlanta Falcons is not going to forget this. Not only that, though, it looks racial.
Good point.
It looks racial. It's a white boy pranking a black kid who we know football players are the center livelihoods for a lot of these communities. When somebody get drafted, a community change. He goes back and feeds the community and dips back. You playing with somebody's mental state. So when I
Yeah.
looked at this, I said, this is done. You made it look racial. We didn't want it to think it was racial. I didn't think nothing racial until this happened. And this is a white boy whose dad is very privileged. He's privileged, and you was so happy to find it going through your dad's laptop and get a personal number to crank a crank call. Let's say Shedeur wasn't Deion Sanders' son, and Shedeur's okay financially. People, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Shedeur
yes.
was making millions from his
In
NIL
college.
deal.
Yeah.
Let's say this was a poor kid from out of Fort Myers, Florida, who needed this money to take care of his family. Crank, you got drafted. Crank, no nigga. That dude somebody could have committed suicide. Everything was put on the line. Workouts 7 days a week.
Yep.
Only thing he thinking about, man, I gotta get this to take my family out the hood. Look at Travis Hunter, daddy. He had to ask permission to come in. This is life or death for a lot of us. Getting drafted, life changes. So that white boy need to understand to stay in your place, boy. You need to be banned off the internet. Goofy.
I'm not mad at you what you said because when you get drafted in professional sports, football, basketball, major leagues, whatever, you get that call that somebody's drafting you. That is a life that could be life more than like life changing, or it could be generational changing because you might not be the number one pick. You might be a fifth round pick like a Sanders, or a sixth round pick or a Tom Brady, or a seventh round pick like a Brock Purdy, and you can make a lot of money, and basically, if you be a top grade player, you can be in the Hall of Fame and everything. But yeah, the damage is done. But the damage is done. You know, he lucky he got fired, because some of these NFL teams would have probably just let him go find another defensive coordinator. And remember, you guys, this is the same defensive coordinator who was the interim coach of the Jets. Remember, Robert Saleh got fired. He's the coach that was an intern of the New York Jets, and then they let him go and everything. But Hakeem, Ronnie, this going to hurt him in the long run, because ever since this happens, if you try to go for a head coaching hire, who going to hire him because of this? I know you want to be a head coach in the future, but he can't do that because what his son just did. You're messing with, your son messing with the data breach of the security of the draft. Ain't no NFL owner is going to hire somebody like him because of stuff like this. Because you can't hold your 21-year-old man kid of trying to prank somebody, especially Shedeur Sanders. So in the long run, this is going to hurt him. He's not going to be an NFL head coach. And luckily, he kept his, Atlanta Falcons and not fire him of being a defensive coordinator. So he got off lucky, $100 fine. The Atlanta Falcons got off lucky for a $250,000 fine. Lucky they didn't get any draft picks taken for next year or anything like that. So they got off lucky. But when it comes to that DC coach, if you look for a head